So sorry about that, everybody.
Fake it if
Oh
you
my
gotta.
goodness.
Fake it if you
Way to
gotta.
kick off your first live. I mean, hillbilly style, just bass backwards. So anyway, we're filling in for Chris from the 740. And here, I'll put this banner up here. We thank you, Chris. He, wasn't going to do anything tonight. He's getting ready for the SHOT Show. And so appreciate him, hollering at me and let me have this time slot for tonight. I'm totally screwing it up so far. So, yeah. But that's about par for the course. Anyway, also we have topic night, guns, beer, and therapy is what I had called it. And we're going to go through a little bit of topics on that and everything. And just, I want to thank you guys so much for Side Chat joining and this wonderful panel we got here. So I'm going to let you guys introduce yourself. We'll start with you, Travis, and just introduce yourself and everything. What you would like to say?
Yeah, I appreciate the invite. It's going to be cool. Shout out to everybody on the YouTube side that's watching right now. It's good to see the whole crowd out there. It's going to be a good time. So if you don't know who I am, check out my YouTube channel, Travis P11. I do all sorts of different product reviews. I do cleaning videos, range tests, ammo tests, and then I've got a B channel called Coffee, Computers, and More. That's all coffee and technology videos. And I have a good time, man. I'm on Gunstreamer. I'm over on YouTube. Let's see, I think I'm also over on Rumble. You have to search for the channel to find it, though. It doesn't just pop up. It's and I do a podcast on Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. called Caliber Corner, and we've got a variety of different topics that we cover, something different every week. So it's a good time, man. I appreciate the invite. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Travis has a great channel. If you haven't seen his channel, please go over and check him out and do yourself and subscribe. And anyway, also we got Mark here. Mark, you want to introduce yourself and
hello,
what your channel's about, buddy?
All right, I'm Mark Thomas. I put a channel together a little bit, almost 2 years ago, really just to show a little bit of the things that my son and I do together to family back in Western Pennsylvania, and ended up starting to show some of my leather work just as a extra content. And darned if it didn't take off a little bit. So that's mostly what my channel's about: things that my son and I do, leather work, and trips to the range, guns that we get. And just kind of having a good time, real relaxed pace. Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure.
You bet, man. Thanks so much, Mark. And I tell you what, guys, talking about a craftsman, Mark is a craftsman when it comes to leather. I mean, just builds some beautiful holsters and stuff. So if you want something that's really custom, you need to be sweet talking Mark and have him do some great work for you. And I see you're back, Tim. I thought I'd run you off there. Would you want to introduce yourself, bud?
Nah, it's probably my internet. Yeah, thanks for letting me be here, Tim S. Same as you. I'm from Missouri. Enjoying life, and it looks like I'm still having internet trouble. But thanks for the opportunity.
You bet, buddy. I'm glad you can join us. And we got G-Webs out there, gun websites. You want to talk for a little bit, buddy, and tell everybody about yourself and what you do?
Do stuff online, right? So thanks for the link and thanks for hosting for Chris. But I just do a bunch of stuff online and different platforms, playing around on the internet. Looking forward to the chat.
What we're going to do tonight, thank you, and go join Gun Websites channel there. He's got a lot of great stuff. He's on live a lot, so if you like live broadcasts and stuff, I mean, seems like you're just always on, buddy, and it's just such a great time. Always enjoy all your stuff.
Right on, thanks. Yeah, well, it's easy when you don't really care. You just go online and do everything live. So
you bet. Yeah, and we also have Hillbilly Hard out in the side chat. I think he was going to be on the panel tonight, and I don't know if he's got some internet problems or what, but maybe he can jump on here if he gets that straightened out.
Is he a family member of yours? Like, if you got Hillbilly in the username, is that like a cousin? Is that how it works? Because I mean, we're sort of rednecks out here, so we're kind of like, you know, distant cousins, but you know.
Yeah, he is totally different state and everything. He just has a channel called Hillbilly Hard, and anyway, I come across the channel and I really liked it, and so. Anyway, he's saying he didn't get the link, so I'll send it over to you there in a little bit. So what we're talking about tonight, first of all, I want to start out, you guys also in the side chat and everything, you know, put your comments on there, what you think. And so, title is Guns, Beer, and Therapy. So we're going to go over a few things. Guns. So we'll start with you, Travis. If you could suggest to somebody, like just kind of one gun in general that you would like to have, or you would suggest for them to have for home defense, and then one gun in general, maybe to carry.
Mm-hmm. No matter what I say, it's not going to please everybody. I'm just going to say that right now. So I'm just going to tell you guys what I currently have for home defense. I have a G17 Gen 5. I had a G17 Gen 4 Glock before. I currently have a Walther PDP, and I think it makes a really good home defense gun. It's a 9mm handgun. You can get the barrel in, I think, 3 different lengths, so you can kind of get a size that feels best for you, that fits you best. I've got the 5-inch full-size model. You got an optics cut on it already. You've got different grip panels you can put on it, so you can adjust the fit so it fits your hand better. You got like an 18+1 capacity, a smooth trigger. It's accurate. It's a light shooter. It's got very aggressive serrations on it, so it's easy to charge. It's great. I mean, and I got nothing. I still, my G17 is actually on the other side of it's my second bedside gun. So, but I like the PDP, and I think they run around $550. They're basically Glock price. So try one if you've never shot one. I think the triggers are great. That's what I carry as for a home defense weapon. I mean, I've got AR, shotguns, all that fun stuff, but that's a bedside gun. Full size rail, put whatever you want on it for light. I've got a TLR1 on it. And then for a carry gun, again, no matter what I say, people are going to not like the answer, but I have a bunch of them. I rotate kind of depending on where I'm carrying and what I'm doing. I like my P365. I got a February 2020 production model, and so they've got all the kinks worked out by that point. I was able to look up the data of manufacture. It's a good compromise between size and capacity. So, I mean, to me, I think it's great. There's a lot of accessories out there. It's got modularity. You can put it in a larger frame if you want to. You know, you could use the XL magazines in it. There's just a lot of options for you for capacity. So I like the P365. They're just a little pricey. I mean, I actually bought mine used. I think I paid around $400 for it. So that's what I'd recommend for the carry gun. If you want something that's fairly light, easy to conceal. But for a secondary carry, or like a pocket carry, I guess you could say, I do have a Ruger LCP Max 380. That's got a little pocket holster, and I can throw that in my pocket. It works like in basketball shorts, I guess, and it doesn't sag. It's such a light gun that it doesn't hardly add any weight to your pocket at all. So I'd recommend that also. So those are my choices. Oh, the other thing about the PDP, they also make the F model, which is like the female model is what they call it. But a lot of guys actually like it because it's got a smaller grip on it, so you can get a better purchase on it. So they have that model also for about the same price. So that's what I'd recommend, dude.
All right, Travis. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I totally agree with you. And, you know, and there's no probably correct answer for everybody. That's for sure. And so, you know, that's why we want to kind of go through this, you know, people on the side chat and everything. You know, everybody's going to have a little bit of a different, you know, opinion on that, but I thought it'd be a good one because people jump on here and be watching this, and you know that's what they're wanting is some opinions, you know. So anyway, how about you? Oh well, hey Billy Hard, so you made it on here, buddy.
How are y'all?
Good. We'll get you here in just a second. How about you, Mark? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, those questions, those scenarios, only one gun. I mean, home defense, if I really need to hold down the fort, a 12 gauge shotgun is king. But, as far as portability, bump in the night, 4-inch 38 special revolver, and a handheld light. I know everybody likes their weapon lights, but I like a handheld. I want to be able to point my light at something that I'm not pointing a gun at, just in case. And that's gonna be my choice, a revolver. They work. Too many chances for an auto to jam, to malfunction. Don't get me wrong, I still carry an auto. Still, my revolver is my carry gun, and I'm old fashioned. I'll take it. I think
Yeah, I think you're muted, bud.
Hillbilly's gone muted.
I can't hear him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There we go. That's all right, man. No, you got to get used to that. That's all right.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm just messing up everywhere. But anyway, yeah, Mark, I totally agree with you. There's a lot of different opinions. I don't really know if there's a wrong answer for this, So, but yeah, okay. Hillbilly Hard. You missed the first intro here, so tell us a little bit about yourself and your channel. Travis and them thought maybe me and you related. We're just cousins that live next door, and I told him now we're from different states.
I'm from the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. The actual town I'm from is named Galax, Virginia. Up here in the mountains, I'm just an old hillbilly. I'm 36 years old. I've been having this YouTube channel for going on a little bit over a year now. Mostly do hunting, fishing, shooting guns, and some mechanic work on here because I used to be a mechanic. I just currently got a new job, so that's why I got my beard all shaved off and everything. But
well, thanks, and man, he has some great videos. He showed some really great clips from deer hunting and stuff. And so, I mean, and plus the rest of his videos, they're really good, and I really enjoy them.
I appreciate it, man.
And so, do you want to go ahead and answer there? If you could suggest just one gun for home defense and one gun to carry.
They're legendary.
That was an Airsoft 1911, by the way.
Airsoft, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, 1911, man.
1911?
That's what I would go with for home defense, especially that 45 has a lot of knockdown power. That's just a single stack. They make double stack ones now. They make them in 9mm. They make them in like 380 Super. They make them in all kinds of different calipers, all kind of different brands. You can get a really expensive Colt one, all the way down to a cheap Rock Island Armory one. The one I have on my channel all the time is a Rock Island Tactical 2 version. You can check out some of my videos on it. But overall, I mean, you can kill a deer with it if you needed to. You got to be kind of close, but it's got a lot of knockdown power. It does everything I need it to do. It's the Lord's caliber. I can't.
Yeah, they stand the test of time, and SHOT Show, I guess, they're coming out with a 2311. Is that right, guys? I believe. And so, all right. Well, thanks, Hillbilly Hard. I appreciate that, bud. So, Tim, what would you suggest, buddy?
Well, as far as home defense goes, another thing that I was thinking about earlier, whenever you gave me the subjects that we were going to talk about, I really wonder, because not every home is made the same as everybody else's. You know what I mean? I was looking here at my house, and our walls are like 4 inches thick. Most homes that are built, they have like 6-inch walls and stuff like that. I was really thinking, and my biggest worry would be going from the front door, and maybe getting a bullet that goes into one of my kids' bedrooms or something like that. So I mean, when you're thinking about that, I just went with basically a shotgun. And you can vary with load with the shotgun, shot size. You can't go wrong there. I mean, a shotgun is really versatile. And in a shooting, you really have to think about where every round goes. You have to count for every round. And I would not want one of a stray round to go through one of my kids' bedrooms or something like that. So a shotgun for me would be ideal, and probably a smaller load. If I really think about it, in my situation, the longest shot in a home defense is going to be approximately maybe 5 to 10 feet. So, I mean, it's not going to, the pattern of the shotgun is really not going to spread very much. So that's why I said shotgun. As far as carrying, my suggestion for concealed carry or whatever carry out in the public is really what you are familiar with and what's most comfortable for a person. Me, I've carried my Glock 22. I've carried, I've got an FN9 that I carry sometimes. I also got a Daewoo, older Daewoo DP51 that I've carried. It just, whatever's comfortable, pretty much.
Yeah, and that's something else we should always remember. Somebody watching here or listening, you are responsible for every bullet that comes out of the gun that you're firing. So that's always something that a person should always keep in mind. Different people, different houses, different neighborhoods. So that can vary by quite a bit, just depending on your geographical location and all that. So. Yeah, man, Tim, I thanks a lot, buddy. And G-Web, what would you suggest, buddy? You got any suggestions for anybody?
Well, the short answer for me would probably be like a Glock 19 because it's a medium size, but it's a tough one. One gun for everything doesn't work, right? So I think what Tim got it with, everybody's houses are different. So if you live out in the middle of nowhere, that's different if you live in an apartment, right? So whatever's appropriate. I think 19, I mean, you guys already picked shotgun. I mean, I guess I could say lever action, but that's only going to work if you live out in someplace where nobody's going to mind the lever action being out in the front yard. So let's say Glock 19, I guess. But I can understand most of the suggestions. And then the Glock 19, good for carrying also. But I'll default that to like whatever used gun you can get at the local gun shop. If you're talking one gun, it's usually because of cost or you're young or something and you're just getting your first gun. Go used. You can always get a better thing when somebody else has got the depreciation worn off of it. They also figured out if it's a lemon or not. Every once in a while there's a lemon. So if it's used, somebody else probably shot it a bunch, unless it's broke or something. You probably know it's a good gun.
Yeah. By all means, I mean, that's definitely something that, that's just, I'm glad that we're doing this because there's so many different, comments and, what people would use. And, there, I don't think there's really no right or wrong answer for a lot of this stuff. But, hopefully we'll give some suggestions to people that might be thinking about this and, maybe give them a choice of something to look at. So also I'm going to tell everybody, I'll go ahead and put it out there right now. I'm going to go ahead and start collecting this. So anyway, I'm going to have 2 giveaways tonight. And you comment hashtag HBN1, Hillbilly Nation 1, and we got 2 different good prizes for you guys. So I hope that you guys will enjoy that. So, Travis, how about the second question? Drinks. So this can be anything from sweet tea to
Yeah.
moonshine. I don't care. Alcohol, non-alcohol. So like,
Yeah.
what's the something like you come in home, you want to relax a little bit, and you're like, man, I can't wait till I get home and just open one of these or pour one of these. What do you suggest, buddy?
So from the alcoholic category, I've got 2 that I highly recommend. I like to keep it classy, so I like to pick up some Kirkland Crown Royal. It's the Costco version of Crown Royal. Smooth. I swear you can't tell the difference between that and the real deal. I've had some interesting experiences with real moonshine, so I'm not going to comment on that right now. But as for beer, Yingling Black and Tan all day. I can't get that stuff in Nebraska, so when I can, it's magical. So Yingling Black and Tan. Non-alcoholic drinks. You may or may not know I've got a B channel. I've got a coffee channel, so I'm a huge coffee fan. So there's a brand of coffee I like called Allegro. It's not super expensive, and they got a bunch of different varieties. But they make a couple coffees that are just killer, man. They're stellar. Makes your morning wonderful. So those are the 3 that I throw out there. So, but that Kirkland stuff, you got to have a membership to get in, so you got to pay to play. So you got to keep that in mind. But at $18 a bottle, that really softens the blow. So, yeah. So those are my 3, just to throw those out there.
All right. Well, I think those are all good ones, buddy.
Oh, they are. They're fantastic. Yeah.
So how about you, Mark? What do you think, buddy?
Well, don't drink much anymore, but back in the day, it was bourbon.
Bourbon guy, huh?
Probably Jack Daniels. I think I was weaned off the teat with Jack Daniels. Maybe even Jim Beam. And Travis, this is going to kill you. Pottsville, Pennsylvania is but an hour and a half up the road from me. Been to the Yingling Brewery.
You are killing me.
Yeah.
I got to go to Missouri. I got to go visit Hillbilly if I want to pick this stuff up, because it has not crossed over the Missouri and gone west yet to Nebraska. So hopefully it's someday it'll happen. So
for the longest time, it didn't make it much past maybe Virginia, North Carolina. And I guess about 15, 20 years ago, started to make its way down to Florida. And
that's where I had it. Actually, it was at Disney World of all places. Yeah. They have it in the dining halls. You can buy it with the rest of the beverages in the coolers when you get your meals. So that's what got me hooked. Unfortunately, yeah.
Prior employment, I used to work with an airline and traveled quite a bit. And I was down in Fort Lauderdale and was amazed that I'm sitting at a bar and I could order myself a good Yingling, Black and Tan, whatever. Mm-hmm. And that was about the time they really started to spread out. So Yingling would be the choice. And most of the time, if I just want to have something good to drink, I love lemonade, good old fashioned lemonade, and a good black coffee, something strong. Doesn't really matter. There's quite a few good brands out there. That's something I'm gonna fall back to.
Yeah, I'm not brand picky as long as it's not decaf, and even then I won't refuse because I don't want to disrespect somebody. But yeah, I don't care what the brand is. I don't care if it's Folgers or if it's something that comes out of a monkey's butt, whatever, it doesn't matter, Civet Cat or whatever, Actually, I'm kidding. I've never had that. I can't bring myself to drink that just as a matter of principle, but yeah.
Well, you do realize in the Philippines, they do have a coffee bean that the little native monkeys eat, and they pick it after they go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least it's sustainably harvested. I mean, that's the important thing. Let's just hope the people that do it get a fair trade, fair wage, I know you'd have to pay me good to go pick coffee out of monkey feces. That's all I got to say. So, yeah. We have enough cow patties we have to avoid in the pastures in Nebraska. Last thing I want to do is have to pick stuff out of it. So.
All right. Hey, Billy Hard, what do you got for us, buddy?
Can we play show and tell with liquor since we can't play it with a firearm?
Exactly, yeah. You can show your liquor if you'd like that.
Hold on. There you go. I don't know if y'all got this stuff where you're from.
Oh, yeah.
What's it called?
Yeah.
Virginia Lightning.
Oh, okay.
Now, did you print
That's
that label
from-
off yourself and just slap it on the bottle? Is that your own? Because that looks kind of, that UPC code's kind of sketch, man.
Actually, it's bottled in Belmont Farm Distillery in Culpeper, Virginia.
Well, there you go.
It's not very strong. I don't drink a whole bottle of it or anything. I take sips. I'm not a drunkard. I don't get drunk. So when I'm like, I need a little bit, you know. But caffeine from Mountain Dew. I'm a big Mountain Dew fanatic. Probably bad for my teeth. And Coca-Cola, which I think y'all probably already saw me sipping on my Coca-Cola. And you know, water is really good for you. So I like some good water, some spring water.
You betcha.
Spring, and she always used to get an aluminum dipper and let me drink water out of her spring. It was really good.
Oh man, yeah. There's a lot of people that's probably never tasted that. I mean, it's just that is the best.
Really good.
And when you first showed that jug, I thought maybe you just had some cider there that went harder on you or something.
Store in Virginia, it's about $20 for a quart of it here or whatever, and it's 35% alcohol per volume. Belmont Farm in Culpeper, Virginia. It's called Virginia Lightning Apple Pie.
Well, all right, Tim, what do you think? What do you got, buddy?
Well, since I left the military, I really haven't drank too much anymore. Every once in a great while, the family will get together. Usually it's mixed drinks, stuff like that. I do occasionally drink some wine of course, for health reasons. But
yeah,
mainly,
that's the main reason.
Yeah. Oh, of course. But mainly I'm coffee in the morning and soda at night. You know, I'll drink regular Folgers at 2 to 3 cups in the morning. And then I head straight for the Pepsi, you know. Got to represent the brand there. But no, I'm a hardcore Pepsi man. I've drank that. Mountain Dew, I was on a Mountain Dew kick for quite a while, but man, it started to mess with my stomach, so I switched over to Pepsi, and it's been Pepsi ever since.
Well, you know, Mountain Dew make your babies born naked, right? You drink too much of that.
Yeah, they were. As a matter of fact, they were. Yeah. No, I hadn't heard that, but yes, they were.
Mine too.
Right on.
Well, so G-Web, buddy, what's your choice of drink?
Find my mute. You know, I'm boring. I haven't drank in a long time either. But I'll drink with people, so I don't have a preference. When you said mixed drinks, that sounded good. I can drink beers with people, or if people want to drink whatever, I'm down. I'm a curious drinker, so I don't drink a lot, but I'll drink along with people. So I'm looking forward to Vegas. There'll be a couple opportunities, I suppose, to drink. But yeah, I just never, I just don't look for spending the money, or I guess if there's a party or something, I say I'm not against drinking, but I don't drink on the constant. I have booze in the house actually from SHOT Show. I don't remember what year, but since I drive, Marco will fly and he gives me whatever fancy I got. I think Buffalo Trace, is that good?
Oh yeah, Buffalo Trace is wonderful.
So I got some of that and I like it. But then I drink mostly water and then coffee once in a while, but I got off the soda a long time ago. I used to drink Mountain Dew and Dr. Pepper though.
Yeah, I used to drink Mountain Dew like it was just going out of stock or something. I mean, I don't know. I don't drink any sodas hardly anymore. If I do, it'll be a decaffeinated. Actually, it's root beer. It don't have any caffeine in it and stuff. But yeah, I agree with you, buddy. And so
I actually drank some kind of vanilla fancy cream soda out of a fountain today at a place I was at, and it was all right. It tasted kind of rather drink a Mountain Dew, you know.
All right, and guys, you want to go ahead and make sure you do hashtag HBN1, and we'll go ahead and do the first drawing here. So make sure you get those in there. We'll do that here in just a minute.
Real quick, there's some breaking news for you Sierra Mist fans. That's been discontinued now. So you better hurry up and get your Sierra Mist, because once it's gone, it's gone. So they're going to be introducing a new soda called Starry to compete with Sprite. I guess they said Sierra Mist is like less than 1% of Pepsi's total pop sales. So Sierra Mist is going to disappear. You better hurry up and get it while you can. I miss Slice. You guys remember Slice from back in the 80s and early 90s? They had lemon lime slice and orange slice and grape slice. Yeah.
There's not Slice anymore?
No, Slice has been gone for, maybe they brought it back at one point, but I think it's been gone for probably 20 years at this point. I think it disappeared in the early 2000s. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
You know, when you move, you just figure you don't see it because it's regional or something, you know.
Well, Sierra Mist, I think, replaced Slice, and that it just, I don't know, just never was as good. Slice was always kind of a nice alternative to Sprite or 7-Up. Yeah. Ooh, Vanessa Kitty wants him to bring back Jolt. We don't need Jolt anymore. We got these high-fueled energy drinks, man. Jolt's like that's like child's play compared to some of the crap we can drink now.
Well, I think maybe it'd be best just to buy some of that Sierra Mist, and then later on you could trade it for like toilet paper.
Oh, you can. It'll be like in a year, it'll be like $25 a can on eBay. I guarantee. Any kind of food that gets discontinued, you'd be amazed what people pay for stuff. It's like that with coffee too. You wouldn't think so, but it's ridiculous. Certain coffees or like coffee pods, when they go out, people pay ridiculous prices for it. Gee, go get some cases of Sierra Mist and sell them in a couple of years. They're like Mosins. They double in price every year. It's the Sierra Mist is the Carcano of rifles. It'll be double the price next year, and you won't be able to find ammo for it. So yeah.
Well, maybe we can like take our ammo budget this month and just spend
go buy soda. That's what you got to do. I'm telling you. Yep. You want to see what an unopened can of Crystal Pepsi from the 90s will bring on eBay. It'll blow your mind when people pay for crap. So
really?
Oh God, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
It can't be any good anymore, would it?
No, it's just the collectors want it, or pop aficionados want. I mean, people collect anything, man. You blow your mind. Yeah.
Well, we had an incident when the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. I think it was Pepsi or whatever. You know, they had these Chiefs Super Bowl, cans and everything. So we bought like a case of them, thinking, this would be great to have for the grandkids, and all that later on. Every stinking one of them started leaking at some point or another and just made a mess in the pantry. It was terrible. And I got some old like Mountain Dew cans and stuff where it had like the hillbilly on there going, Yahoo.
Oh yeah, the old one. Yeah,
I don't know how old that is. It's not leaked one bit, but evidently they just don't make aluminum cans.
Cans were made out of lead back then, so that's why the lead content in the paint and the aluminum, kept you sharp.
Yeah, I believe that is right. And so also I'm going to, if I can find it here.
Yeah, Woods and or ginger ale.
Yep. There's always the can of 7-Up. Yep.
Fatburger says he just likes old oil cans.
Yeah, there you go.
So anyway, we are so close this out here. I'm going to pull up, if I can find it here. Well, our first giveaway will be and let me share this screen here. So if everybody's got their deal in here, I am going to share this here, and okay, there it is. So this is just a tactical knife. It's not, some high dollar $200 or $300 knife, but it has a lot of really cool stuff on it. They gave some of these away for the 7 gun shorts at Christmas and everything. Anyway, it's just a cool little knife, something to have in your car or whatever. It's got a glass breaker on it and just a seatbelt cutter and some stuff like that. So anyway, that's what I'm going to be giving away for this first deal. So anyway, we'll jump over here and bring up this screen here and we'll see who the winner is going to be.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, just be with me, guys. I'm so sorry. This is my first show, and we got off to a terrible start. I'm trying to figure all this out. So,
Dude, I didn't even know StreamYard had a giveaway feature. I had no idea that was even a thing. You learn something every day, man.
Yeah. So anyway, this is a random drawer. We got 6 people entered in this, and we're gonna have another one right after this. So, if you don't win this, then don't worry. So here we go. Let's see who wins this. G23. All right.
G got it.
Congratulations, buddy.
Nice.
G23.
Nice. G23 in the house.
So anyway, if you want to send me an email, it's on my YouTube or whatever, but the the.real.american.hillbilly or same thing, the.hillbilly.up@gmail, both of those. So anyway, congratulations, buddy. And we'll get that sent right out to you. And we have something else coming up again here in just a little bit. We'll give away something else. And both of these, I am buying. They weren't given to me or anything. So, I just appreciate you guys all being on here. And, so my contribute to you guys. So anyway, we'll jump back to the questions here. So therapy, Travis. So after a long day's work, you got you're a teacher, all that. So to get away from the everyday grind, maybe in the evening or on the weekends, what's your getaway?
Do I have to limit it to one? Can I mention a couple?
No.
All right.
Yeah,
so number one, I'm not a yoga person, but the closest I can come to it is a good reloading session. Just sit down in front of the bench for a couple hours because you're so focused on that. You forget about all the world's problems, just turn off everything else. Sometimes have a chat going in the background. That's number one. I love doing that. That's its own thing because you're so focused on what you're doing. And the rewards when you're done are worth it. 2, good walk with the dog. Just take the dog for a walk, get out, get some exercise. I live near some trails and stuff, so we can go out and do some walking. And number 3, just a good trip to the range, man. Not to make a video for the YouTube channel, just to go out and just shoot. Just go out and shoot and have fun and play around with something, rifle or pistol or whatnot. Many times I'll go and there's just nobody else out there. A lot of the times before I moved to eastern Nebraska, the old range I would go to, I would have the entire facility to myself. There'd be nobody there. It's just awesome, man. Just the space. It's wonderful. Nature, the wind. Yeah. Anything outdoors, man.
All right. And how about you, Mark? What do you think, buddy? Anything you like to just wind down and, maybe every day or, every other day or just something on the weekends or something? If you can get away, what's your relaxed time?
Yeah, I'm going to have to do the same thing as Travis. I can't pick just one, and they're going to be kind of weather dependent. If the weather is fit, a good motorcycle ride just puts my mind at ease. That's my therapy. It could be 10 minutes, it could be 3 hours. Either way, it's good. And if the weather's not fit, well, yeah, a good sit at the bench to do some reloading, a little bit of leather work, anything like that, where I'm just able to enjoy myself, lose a little bit of time. And then the third would definitely be time in the woods, whether it's out hunting, out fishing, or just out for a hike or a walk. Yeah, just time outdoors. That puts me well at ease.
I have to agree with you on that, buddy. That's just so nice. Now, I mean, I know like end of December and January, Travis, I think he likes to just go outside and sit, enjoy the weather.
we've been in the 50s, dude. It's been beautiful here, but normally it's cold. It's below 30. We've had times where it's been 30 days below freezing. That's been your high. So yeah, it's not fun trying to get out and actually make content for the channel because you got to bundle up hardcore. But it gets up to 40 or 50. I'm great for that. Don't even need a stocking cap. Don't need gloves. Nada.
All right, Hillbilly Hard. What do you like doing just to relax and kick back, and what's your escape?
I have to agree with Mark. I really like deer. I spent a lot of time, about all my free time, this winter in the woods, deer season. And when it starting to get warm, I kind of go back off the hunting a little bit, and I get right into fishing. I've got some fishing on my YouTube channel. Me and my wife, we like to go bass fishing. I'm really lucky to live right beside the New River in Virginia. Only two rivers in the whole world that flows north. It's got a lot of smallmouth bass, walleye, catfish, a variety of fish species. I really like staying on that riverbank or staying in a boat or staying in the woods, getting away from people. I love people. People make me nervous, and sometimes I like to be by myself. That's where I get my relaxing and my, after work and everything. I can just ease off into the woods, and it's just me and God and the animals. And I really enjoy that.
Yeah, that's just something really sweet, and it's hard to replace that. Sometimes people, depending on where they live, they don't get to enjoy that scenery. Like you said, the creeks or the mountain air and stuff. And so, I'd suggest if anybody has opportunity to get out and just get outdoors and just see some of that stuff, see what nature's all about. And I think you'll find some peace in it. I know I do. So what do you think, Tim? What's your getaway, buddy?
Well, I've for Christmas I got a 3D printer, and I've kind of jumped into that with both feet, printing little items that you need for reloading and stuff like that. But that brings me to another one, reloading. I've done all the calibers that I shoot now, except for 6.5 Creedmoor. I got into casting a lot too. There's, it's several different rabbit holes that you can just jump into head first and, spend money like crazy. But probably one of my favorite is, like y'all are talking about, going out into the, nature and walking. Here in the, the Ozarks, we have a ton of trails that you can go to. And you can just find walking trails just about anywhere. Conservation's got them listed all over Missouri. They've got a humongous thing on their website where they show different parks and walking trails and stuff like that all over Missouri. They've taken great pride in their walking trails. And honestly, probably my favorite one is, like Woods is saying, I love naps. I can just sit on the couch and, before long, I'm out, and I'll sit there and I'll sleep about a good hour or two, and, wake up refreshed, ready to play with the dog or go outside or whatever. Weather permitting, now that I've got a bunch of metal in my body, it's hard to stay out in the cold anymore.
That's true.
But yeah, like you said, nature's probably the best therapy that you can find.
Yeah. Yep, that's something that's really helpful for me, I know. And okay, G Web, what do you like to do, buddy, to relax?
Going last, I get to hear everybody else already said, but probably walking the dog. If we're talking every single day, then that's just going to be walking the dog. I live in Arizona, and in Tucson, we've got mountains on the north, on the east, and on the west. Pretty close. We're kind of like on the bottom of all these mountains. Really, one mountain fell over, and it looks like we're in the middle of some valleys. But it's just really cool. And I didn't grow up with mountains or nothing, so I'm still digging it every time I go out there and look up. And I have to look up to see the ground. It's awesome. So, and then I, just walking the dogs. I get the equivalent of parks out here are nothing but just fields with cactus and trees and stuff. So, I let the dogs around. They sniff all around. It's kind of like being out in the middle of the desert, but kind of close to home. So, but if I got to pick something I could do, if I was rich and retired, I'd say I like what you're saying about fishing like that. I'd be fishing all the time. Not so much catching, but fishing.
Yeah.
Maybe mix in some bird watching or whatever critters. I mean, I just have as much fun watching the critters come up and drink or whatever when I'm off fishing. If you're just sitting there quietly and fishing and mind your business, and critters will come up. We got in Arizona again. You got like mountain lions and goats and stuff, and sheep and things that'll walk around. So it's pretty neat.
Yeah, and that's one thing that, like, we probably didn't really say a whole lot is just getting to watch nature. It don't matter if it's a squirrel or what it is. Just out in their natural habitat, watching them, come and go. And we have security cameras on the outsides of our house and stuff. And I knew we had a lot of animals, wild animals here and there, but that is one thing that we just really got enjoyment out at night, watching the coons or the deer coming through the yard or whatever the case might be, that we literally had no idea that, was out there unless you're just sitting there looking out the window, and so that's just something that is really exciting for us, something we enjoy a lot. So I thought Fut is going to jump on here too.
I can tell you, man, I've been through Missouri before, and I swear to God, it's just one big forest. I mean, I don't know where people actually live. All I see is trees and a highway that goes through it. So, yeah, beautiful.
Yes, it is. It is really nice here, guys. I went to reset the deal for the next giveaway, and it wiped the people out that has already entered. So I apologize for that. So if you don't mind, do the hashtag HBN1, and we'll get you entered back into that drawing for our next deal, because you're not going to want to miss this. I mean, we got something really nice here. Anybody recognize what that is?
So a med pack, survival pouch.
It's the pouch. Aegis gun care kit.
I was going to say pouch full of $100 bills.
Yeah, there you go.
I love it. This is not the one I'm giving away. This is mine. I use it a lot. But I will be sending the next drawing, the winner of that, a brand new one. And so it's something that is just, I really found it helpful. We went and shot skeet, this fall and everything. And so somebody stealing my truck. And then, of course, it's like somebody's like, man, anybody got any rim oil or, whatever, And so it's great to take to the range with you and all that. So, yeah, there you go. Yeah, one too is really hard. Yeah.
Bob got me that.
Solid.
Yeah. And so those are always so nice to have around. So,
yeah.
But, let's see, Fut, you going to jump on here, buddy? I know you had said something about would it mess up the panel if one more person got on, and it won't. So I think we have up to 10 people. So anyway, if you want to, you go ahead and jump on here if you got something to say. And anyway, so we will we'll go have that drawing here in a few minutes. And I guess I didn't really say what I would have for these questions. I kind of skipped over myself. So I agreed with a lot of what you guys had to say. Probably for home defense, it'd be a shotgun of some kind. Just the fact that some reasons that like Tim was talking about and everything. It's one of those deals that you pretty much, you don't have to aim, and that's something, that none of us hope that we'd ever have to use. And as far as a carry gun, I kind of like, a lot of your guys' answers. Something that's light, not too bulky. Something that has a decent, capacity, And so, anyway, welcome there. Hey, Fut, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, fellas? How you doing?
Doing all right.
Well, Fut, you jumped on here late. You got some catching up to do. You want to tell everybody a little bit about yourself and where you live at? Because I know, I'm out here in Ozark Mountains, and from what I can have here as far as a gun or a lot of us, like what we like to do for enjoyment and stuff, I know where you live at, it might be a totally different story.
Yeah, I'm in the communist state of New York. And
Sorry to hear that.
I saw a headline this morning that something about the New York gun laws was upheld, at least for now, unfortunately. So I'll live to fight another day again and again. It feels like it's just been an ongoing just slide downhill for about 10 years now. So that being said,
I want to stop you there for just a second, Fut. I want to tell everybody, Fut has a very respectable job. One of our heroes of, that many of us consider heroes. He is a firefighter. So I don't want to interrupt you, but I just want to let people know that you do a great job every day. You're out there in the trenches for us all.
I appreciate that. I'm a fourth generation New York City firefighter, going back to like 1894, I think.
Awesome.
So when I was a kid, my mom said I could either grow up or become a fireman. So I became a fireman. And so it's a lot of fun. I'm doing it 16 years now. Plan to do another 14, give or take, maybe a little longer. I have 3 little rugrats, so they'll probably keep me there longer than maybe I was, planning. It's always good to keep at it. So I'm as far as as you are, I'm sure, well aware, the rules and regulations in New York are interesting to say the least. I'm grandfathered in on a handful of firearms, which is nice, and some do-it-yourself gunsmithing before that was now outlawed. And but I just keep to myself with that kind of thing. Try and it's funny because what's interesting is New York is deemed as so like anti firearms, but then when you have conversations with more and more regular people, it's less the squeak wheel gets the grease. It's not always the must be crazy. Well, unfortunately, with my career, I could just get up and leave, but it financially wouldn't make any sense to relocate. And plus, my whole family's here. My wife has family here. My wife's whole family is here, so leaving isn't really a plausible option. We have huge families, so I think our wedding, we had like 280 people, which is just our extended families. Crazy.
Wow.
So, and New York Italian, so we have.
So you tell me, a guy, huh? You know a guy. It don't matter. You need some carpet. I know a guy. Do you sell cheesesteak? I know a guy.
See, Missouri would keep you busy because they have year-round fireworks sales. So there you go. So once you come here, you're never going to leave. Yeah.
Well, that's one of the funnest parts and funnest activities in the firehouse.
Confiscating fireworks. Yeah.
Well, we are, the pranks.
Yeah, getting light stuff up. Yeah.
Lots of fun with them.
Requirement.
But what's up?
Is this a requirement for your job?
What's that?
Your clean shave?
Oh yeah. It's every tour I got to be. I just got home from work a couple hours ago, so yeah, every tour got to be clean shaven. So, but answering the topics of questions though, since I'm enjoying a nice red Cabernet, Josh Cellars. If you like red wine, it is probably one of the best inexpensive wines you can get. You can get them for like 16 a bottle or 12 a bottle, and it's very smooth and just excellent.
Well, they only send a box wine to us here in the Ozark Mountains. That's all.
Yeah, we just go to Trader Joe's for $4, Chuck. Yeah.
So, Mike, does that mean you slap the bag then? You take it out, slap the bag?
No, they just put a straw in it, Missouri, and drink it like a Capri Sun. So.
Yeah, you just take a knife, poke a little hole.
That's your redneck Capri Sun right there. Yep, get your fine Chablis.
People tried to shotgun that before, though, I think.
Oh, God. Should have coma.
Yeah, go ahead and continue on there, Fud. Sorry I interrupted you, buddy.
Oh, what was the what was the first question? I think I missed
the guns. What would you suggest to somebody for home defense and one to carry? And that's also like you're in a whole different area than us, so maybe neighbors close or different gun laws there. On that, I'm sure.
Yes. So being in New York, we are restricted to a magazine capacity, which in the legislature's infinite wisdom to restrict us as much as possible, the under 10 rounds does happen to block out a significant portion of the available firearms. So for pistols, I mean, I have it's actually going to be, what is my Glock 19. It's my ugly but always perform, and cheap, plentiful parts. For my carry, because I actually have I can conceal carry in New York State. I had to move out of my current county to achieve that, but it's in New York State. It's whatever your county you reside in, you get licensed in. It's then like reciprocity. It's good throughout the entire state, except the five boroughs, of course. But for that reason, printing through clothes is always a thought. So I have a XDS 45.
Okay.
Let's bring this back a little bit. What's crazy with New York? I applied for my pistol license. When it was approved, you can't get your license until you have a gun to register.
But you can't get a gun until you get a license?
You can't even touch a pistol. So I go to the gun store and I'm like, all right, I want to, at this point in time, the only thing I've shot, my brother's a cop. So I've, shot his SIG, I've shot a couple of his, but I've a very limited exposure. And the guy, kind of like chuckles. He's like, you got to buy it first. And I'm like, I have to what? I'm like, well, yeah, because you can't even like touch it. I'm like, I can't even like feel it in my hand. You're like, yeah, no. So
Wow.
I did a little research, and I wanted this is right in the beginning when I was getting into firearms, and I opted for I was like, oh, I want the 45. I mean, but so I got the XDS, and I've fired it a handful of times, and I fire it every once in a while, and it's never a joy to fire. It is horrible. So, but anyhow, so that's my my concealed carry, and for home, I like my Glock 19, and I have your standard 12 gauge, but
yeah. Well, that's awesome. Now, so what does a firefighter in New York? What do you do for just relax? Maybe through the week or on the weekend. What's your getaway from the everyday grind?
So for me, I have 3 little rugrats. I said before they're 6, 4.5, and 2.5. So amongst between my work and the schedules and back and forth and wife, and so either after the afternoon or on the weekends are really the best because it's just like completely unplug, disconnect, and just really being present with the kids is probably the most rewarding and like rejuvenating, because in the day to day it's like you wake up and you're just like getting everything ready, and it's like stress. I mean, it's not like it's really stressful, but it's it's one thing to the next, and then after school it's they have swim or they have dance, and so the weekends is really like all right, there's nothing, I don't gotta get them showered and in bed, and what I'm saying, it's like the weekends are like the sit back,
it's relax. Dad time.
Exactly. And no distractions, nothing pulling my attention. And that's really the best, which it's relaxing in its own right because there's nothing nothing weighing over me, I guess. But it's funny you were saying in terms of like nature walk and stuff. I live on Long Island right outside New York City. And so here, like your standard property lines are like 60 by 100, 80 by 100. It's like big. I actually have a third of an acre, which is nice. I'm on 75 by like 150, so I can take my bow out in the backyard and shoot some targets. And I know the neighbors now good enough. At first, it kind of almost like not exactly peering over the fence, but like oh, what's going on over there? But it's funny you said as far as like getting in the woods. I haven't been able to get out hunting in a while, but that's probably one of the, like you said, just in nature. That my favorite part of hunting was once you get settled in the woods, and then after about 5 minutes, the woods come back alive right around you. You hear every like little step a squirrel takes that's 30 feet away from you. Like everything just like amplifies in sound, and that's something I miss and look forward to getting back to, and getting my my kids into the woods to do that, because I think that gives a real appreciation for nature. Just kind of being in it.
Yeah, and that's something. And it's so great to be able to teach your kids and stuff. I know, like I did it with my kids and then my grandkids. Like we'll be outside, we'll see like a hickory tree or whatever, and a hickory nut, and I'm like, hey, you can actually eat these, and stuff. You see some wild onions growing, and so we're lucky enough. We got a few orchard trees here, some apples and oranges. So it's something that they just really enjoy. It's like, you don't have to go to the grocery store to get these, and, so it's a great, entertainment for us, and, something good for the kids to get out. I know last time, some of our granddaughters stayed here. There was a raccoon that come out in the yard, and they were eating some cat food I'd put out for the barn cats and stuff. And so the raccoon's like 30 foot from the window, sitting there, picking up the food, looking around, eating it. And so she was so amazed. I mean, to actually get to see it, up that close and stuff. So it's something that's just always great for little kids. It's, enjoyment. And I mean, it's just awesome. I love nature. And so, anyway, let's go ahead and do this drawing here. I will share here. We got, pull this up here. We do have the Aegis gun care kit, and this is what it is, and has lubricating oil, the cleaner for it, and some rods and brush here and stuff. And I mean, they just kind of thought of everything, and so this is really great. I'm not like, this is not given to me or anything. I just really love the product so much that, you know, I just wanted to help push them out. They're a great company. I know they help out a lot of people, channels and stuff. And so I thought, what better gift to give away than one of these? So I'm really excited that somebody will be getting this. I don't think you'll be disappointed at all. I know I wasn't with mine. So let me pull up the giveaway here, and we will get this going.
I got a question. But when y'all get,
Yeah, go right ahead.
hey, you said your brother's a cop. Is he a cop in New York?
So he was NYPD for 6 years, and he's been in Nassau County for 16.
I was just wondering if it was my captain. I actually am in a police academy right now.
Yeah, I was going to see if you wanted to break that
Where's that?
news tonight here, Hillbilly Hard. He announced on his channel he's got a new job coming up. I don't think you've told what it was yet, have you?
I just have started police academy on my 4th day right now. They about ran me to death this evening and about killed me. So captain's from New York, and I was wondering if he was his brother or something. It's a small world, but
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. He was a former NYPD.
no. But he his mom still lives in New York. He said Eastern New York. So that would be kind of what you're saying. But it's not. They're not. Because he's in Virginia right now, so it's not the same guy. But I thought it'd be wild if it was the same guy.
Okay, well, congratulations on your new journey, my friend.
I appreciate it.
God bless you.
Path. I've been a mechanic for 20 years. I'm 36, and I've been working on cars since I was about 15. So it's a big change. My hands are clean. If you watch some of my earlier YouTube videos, always nasty all the time.
Where's the grease?
Right? So
Got
I'll
to
say
scoop some goop on there. Get your goop.
That means it's at least 2 weeks since you've last been had grease on those nails, because it takes a
been over a month now since I worked on cars. I was a good mechanic. I just got burned out on it, and
yeah.
I wanted to do something that could get back to make a name for myself and stuff like that. So I decided to apply for a police officer position at a department close to my house and one town away, and I got hired, and so it's all just there.
Nice. Yeah, congrats.
That's why my face don't have a big on it.
Yep.
So Hillbilly Hard, is the city going to pay for your training, or
Yeah,
are they sending you to training? How's that work?
I'm getting paid. It's not a big salary. I'm getting paid $40,000 a year to go to academy. They're paying me while I'm in academy, and they're paying for my academy. So that's pretty good. So it's
Cool.
not bad.
That is good.
I start getting raises, and I go up to like 50-some thousand top pay, and then which isn't a whole lot. But here in my where I live at, that's pretty good. Not bad. And the fact that they're paying for my and paying me while I'm in there, that's the only way I could do it, because I wouldn't be able to afford it otherwise.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And
Well,
it
it's a
seems
great
like
service.
a lot of places have done that,
yeah.
but it seems like a lot of places have started doing that. They'll pay for the training during your training, and then you're automatically hired. Some of them are requiring some kind of a contract where you'll stay with them for a year or two.
Mine's
I don't know how that works. But 3? Yeah.
Right.
Well, cool. New York Outcast was wanting to know if you knew Hightower from the police academy, if your brother knew him.
Some variation of, but not the high tower, but there are a couple of close enough, you know.
Well, okay, let's go ahead and do this drawing here, and we'll see who wins this Aegis gun kit. So let's go here. Woods, all right, buddy.
All right. Congratulations, Woods.
Congratulations, Woods. Like I said, if you can get a hold of me through my email, it's on my channel and everything under the About page and stuff like that. Get a hold of me and we'll get that sent to you, buddy. And I know you'll enjoy it. It's just a great deal. So anyways, we get ready to close out tonight. We'll go around the panel here and kind of let everybody do their outro and promote their channel or anything else they want to say. But first of all, I just want to say, first of all, thank you guys, everybody on the panel, for being here. Thanks for the side chat. I appreciate you all coming in. Sorry that this thing kind of started out bass-ackwards, and everything. And
You can always edit that out post-production. We can make it look clean. We can clean it up a little bit.
Yeah, what happened, Fut, was my Discord, even though I exited out of it, I'd put the link in there, and so somebody had it going on in there, and it's feeding back through my computer. I didn't have Discord pulled up. So I'm shutting off all my YouTube stuff. I'm like, we're getting feedback somewhere, and kind of find out it was Discord. So me and Fut, we actually trade stocks together. That's how we ended up meeting each other. So, but anyway,
you
Travis.
on Instagram? Someone's asking.
Pardon?
Wood's asking if you're on Instagram.
Yes, I am. I'm on Woods. I am on Instagram, Facebook, pretty much about everything. So you can find me about anywhere. So Travis, tell us a little bit about what you got coming up and everything.
Yeah.
I know you guys have a contest coming up on your channel
All kinds.
for a big event. You got a lot of stuff coming up, buddy. I mean, you're just going to be busy, from now on.
I'll try to be quick. Again, check out my podcast Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. Caliber Corner. We've been doing it for 5 years, over 250 episodes, different topics all the time. This weekend, we're just going to talk about gun prices, just the discussion on it, what's considered overpriced, what's underpriced, and so on when it comes to firearms. We have a different topic every week. And then on my channel, I do all kinds of range tests and I do ammo tests. I'll do cleaning videos. Pretty much, I'll review just about anything. If you watch a review on something, there's a chance I probably did it. Then check out my B channel, Coffee, Computers, and More. And then also we've got a range day coming up June. I think it's June 3rd, June 4th. It's the first Saturday and Sunday in June this summer coming up, called Thunder on the Prairie 2023. We did it last summer also. And basically anybody's invited. You just have to sign up at the range we're going to be hosting it at. You go to nebraskashooters.com. And let's see. Yeah. And then you can look at the hat back there. And they'll have the event listed on there. You can sign up for it. And it's a 2-day event. The first day is the range day where you can come shoot, have a good time. You can, get out there and really have a lot of fun with your firearms, because a lot of these ranges that our friends shoot at, they're heavily restricted. We don't quite have to worry about that as much. Where we're going to be at, you have a lot more flexibility. And then on Sunday, we're going to have an opportunity for people to actually film gun videos if they want to on a range, have an opportunity to walk around and film, something a lot of people don't get to do at their own range. Majority of people coming to it are gun tubers. We're all small time bottom feeders, but it's a fun time. We have a good time and we all kind of get together and we have a lot of drawings and we give away a lot of fun stuff and it's fun, man. It's cool. So we got that coming up this summer. And then I'm also doing a logo contest. So go check the video on my channel. And we're looking for somebody to design a logo for Thunder on the Prairie 2023. And I talk about kind of the concept for what we want to see. And then the winner of that's going to get some sort of a little prize bundle from me that I'm going to send to them. And then we're going to get patches and stickers made up with that logo on it. We're probably going to choose the top 3 and get those made, but there's going to be like a number 1 logo, but that'll be the choice for all of our advertising. So it's going to be cool. I think it's $25 a day to come to it. I myself, and then Defense Dad, he's another gun tuber out there from Nebraska he's actually not, he lives about a mile away from me. We're both going to be hosting it. And so we'll be getting together, doing the planning for it. And we're going to kick it off. So it's going to be a fun time. Otherwise, yeah, I just dropped a holster video today too, if you guys want to check that out. So for the Taurus G3, so head on over there and watch it if you get a chance. So,
All right.
Oh, yeah.
We definitely will. Yeah, and go check out Travis's channel. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I mean, it's just a great channel. Actually, Travis invited me for my first live that I was on his Caliber Corner. And so
Yeah.
I thank a lot for that. We have fun every Saturday morning. I mean, it's just a blast to be on there. And so I'm so glad that you do that. It's just a lot of fun. So if anybody hadn't checked out the Caliber Corner on Saturday mornings, you can find a link on Travis's channel and everything, and go check it out because it's a lot of fun. It really is. So.
And last thing I want to say, I got to give a shout out to G-Webs because he's the reason why I do any of this. I wouldn't have done a channel. I wouldn't have started podcasting if it wouldn't have been for G-Webs, because I started listening to him after I bought a house and I was painting, and he'd do this daily gun show. We'd have a nice show in the afternoons I'd listen to. And I thought, this sounds kind of cool. I want to go on this show and talk to this guy, or I want to start doing this myself. And then I got into his loop of friends, and then I'm here. So G-Webs is pretty much I blame him for everything. So him and a few other guys, Nice Strike and Matt from Never Enough Ammo. So
Yep. Everything.
Yep. G-Webs is my everything. Yep.
Yeah.
Got a dog because of him,
Yeah. I mean, G-Webs, he's the man. I mean,
Yeah,
there.
Yeah, he's sleeping. We had a good walk before we
That
went
kind of looks
outside.
like
So
me when I'm sleeping.
Oh, he's just-
over on my side.
Corey's just kind of fall over. They don't have a lot of, there's no real legs to move around. They just kind of fall over. They kind of put themselves back upright. They're very agile on their feet, but on their side, they're kind of like a furry beached whale. So, yep. That's what he does. Anyway, enough of me. So, yeah, no, I appreciate all the support, everybody. It's a good time. So, yep.
All right. And Mark, what you got coming up, buddy?
I never know.
Never know.
Yep. It just, whatever happens to be going on. If I put the camera on, we make a video.
Yeah, I mean, your videos are great. You're at the range, you're reloading, you're doing some awesome leather work. So, I mean, you need to check out Mark. So, he's got a great channel. And so, anything in particular you got coming up? Any custom leather work or anything?
Yeah, I've got a couple of orders I need to work on, and I've been doing some casting. I want to do some loading for my 308 and the 300 Savage. Also got a little bit of loading to do for the 35 Remington. So it's just it's always one of those, when I get a little bit of time, I like to tinker some, and I'll put the camera on. When we get some decent weather, me and the boy will head down to the range. I did over the Christmas break. I got some 38 wad cutters loaded up and some 357s. So we'll have to take those down and run a few of those through, see how they came out.
Sounds like fun.
Thank you so much for the invitation. Thanks to everybody on the panel. Thanks to everybody in the side chat. It's always fun hanging out. It's a great time.
All right. Well, thanks for being here, Mark. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
So, Hillbilly Hard, what you got coming up, buddy? You got anything in the works? I know you put out a really cool video just the other day that I really enjoyed watching.
Yeah, when I first started this YouTube journey, I thought it would be a little easier, but it's not.
I think we all did.
It's a hard path I'm on here. You know what I'm saying? But no, one question I have, my name, the way it's written on my screen here is actually my channel name. Is y'all's name the same as y'all's channel name?
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got it, everybody. So I'm going to go on YouTube and add all y'all and subscribe to y'all's channels. I've already seen a few people that subscribe to my channel from this live stream. I appreciate
you. And a moderator, if one of you guys wouldn't mind, post Hillbilly Hard's channel out there again in the chat, please. And so we'll get you some more people coming your way. You got a great channel.
I wouldn't really say I have a lot of plans necessarily, but I, in between academy and taking care of my daughter, she's 2, going on 2. She'll be 2 in February. Taking care of my wife and everything that's going on, I do intend on making some more videos. And at least weekly or bi-weekly, I'd like to make something short or just a short video of something. I like shooting, but I kind of there for a while. I stopped shooting a little bit on my channel because I'm worried about the monetization when I get to 1,000 subs. I don't know if I'll be eligible for monetization or not. It just depends on how YouTube looks at everything at that time. But that's kind of the reason I started out doing this, to try to make a little money on the side. And it's really hard to get to that position at that point. But that's where my goal is. But I don't know if I can, I'm going to need to get a lot more views on each video before even monetization would make a difference.
Yeah.
Y'all keep cross for me, but that's all I really got to say. I really appreciate y'all for being here. So this has been pretty cool. Definitely a different scenario.
All right. Well, Travis posted your channel there. It's Hillbilly Hard. It comes up as My Brain Crazy.
Yeah,
So
that's
that is your link right there, right, buddy?
13 years ago, and I didn't know what to put my channel name. So.
Well, that's not a problem at all, man. Thank you so much for coming on this evening. Appreciate you, buddy. And go there and check out his channel. It's really great, especially if you like deer hunting. He's got some videos there of some old cars he's been working on too and stuff in the past. And so it's a great channel. And so how about you, Tim? What you got coming up? Anything exciting? Anything you just got planned in the works there, buddy?
I'm still trying to get over this foot. I got another surgery to go, but you never know. I'm kind of like Mark. I'll throw one out here every once in a while. It really, when you're injured or you got a broken foot like I do, it kind of hinders getting around too much. But I've got a lot of work on the man cave here to do. So you never know. I've been doing that. It just really whatever I feel one day to the next. It's like, I'll cast today or I'll reload today, something like that. I did want to say thanks for having me on the show, Hilly. Appreciate it.
You bet you, buddy.
I enjoy watching everybody's content. I watch Travis and Mark and G Webs and everything. I really enjoy watching those shows. Really good information, watching other people's hobbies and stuff like that. It's really good info. Good luck to Hillbilly Hard. That's definitely a hard road to go, and it's an honorable job. Same as the man below me here. What is it? Fut
Bucker.
Yeah, Fut.
You just go with
Bucker.
Nick. Nick is fine.
Hey, Nick, that those jobs are really tough. They take a lot out of you, and don't forget to include your families, man. It takes a lot from your families. I know I've been there, but hey, good on you. And it's a job not everybody can do. But other than that, I don't know. I'll probably throw a video or two out, maybe.
All right. And let's see, Vanessa out there says she's got 620 subs. She's only posted on her community page so far. So, I mean, you're not too far away from getting monetized there, Vanessa. And here's Mark's channel. So, anyway, gun website, G-Web. what you got coming up, buddy? I know you're just always busy. You know, you're working on a calendar. You're getting ready for SHOT Show. You just got so many irons in the fire, buddy. And what you got coming up?
Well, we go live every night. So yeah, we try to been doing this kind of show and tell on the internet since 2005. So just playing around with the different platforms and the different communities, different groups of people. So it's been awesome chatting with everybody tonight. Thanks for taking over for Chris's show. If you want, join us. We'll be live chatting about guns for about an hour. We go live at midnight. So I'm trying to be like Art Bell, the guy that used to go all night talking about werewolves and aliens and stuff, except I want to talk about Second Amendment and guns and stuff like that. So anyway, I've been doing that for 1,500 episodes, and we'll keep doing that. And after that, there's a guy out of Washington who's hosts an overnight show. So for all the people that work overnight or have shifts overnight, join in and have a conversation. It's kind of an open conversation for a couple hours sometimes. But thanks for joining. Thanks again for hosting. This has been great.
Well, thank you for coming on, G-Web. I sure appreciate it, buddy. Looks like Hillbilly Hard there.
Yeah, fish.
He's got something precious there in his hands. I can see right now, buddy, you married up. There's no doubt about that. That girl's way prettier than you are. You say hi to everybody?
Say hi, wave at them, say hi.
Well, so what do you got to say, buddy? I know you do have a YouTube channel. I think you just like driving the tar out of your Chevelle or something. I think it was about there's only a few posts on there, but was that a Chevelle you was driving?
Yeah, basically the only thing it's funny when he said that, I'm like, wait a minute. Obviously, I log in, right? So I'm like, well, I guess, yeah. Oh, I have a page, right? Channel, right? Yeah, just like things I uploaded over the years of. One's my cousin hammered after a wedding. Another one was our firehouse dog. So yeah, it's just kind of funny. I was like, oh well, yeah. I guess I do have a channel, even though it's not not I don't use a like post, but funny. I've thought about it here and there. I mean, obviously between what market and stuff. For us, I've given some non-financial advice to guys at work and stuff. Some have listened, some regret not listening. So I've considered like toying around with it a little bit. I don't really know much about it. So, but maybe I'll make a video here and there for the hell of it. See what that lifestyle is all about. As far as anything upcoming for me, I got nothing. Just glad to be welcome and be able to contribute and meet you guys tonight. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for coming on here. I mean, and maybe you might want to start filming a few things here and there. So, I think you really impressed everybody on here tonight. I mean, being living where you're at and what you do. I mean, man, just everyday hero, and with our firefighters and our policemen and the men and women that serve for our country. So, I mean, I encourage every one of you to post some videos. Let the community know who you are and what you do, and maybe we'll just keep on having people grow up, wanting to be. I mean, I don't know about anybody here, but this is a kid who wanted to be a firefighter when you were young. I mean, it's like, yeah. And so, yeah, the policeman. So, these are heroes of, people from young ages. And so I think it's great when you guys put videos or content out there, for younger people to see. It's like, oh, yeah, these are great people. There's everyday people, normal people, just like the rest of us, And so I encourage it, buddy. But anyway, I guess we'll wrap this up here. I just want to thank everybody for being on tonight. Thanks for the side chat. I appreciate you guys showing up. And, we kind of got off the little rocky start there, but hopefully, it smoothed out a little bit and you guys all enjoyed this. And for you guys on the panel, after we close out here, you can stay on. We can visit on after we get off here too. So anyway, I just want to thank you very much. This is American Hillbilly, and I just want to thank you all for being here tonight. And remember, I love you all. Make someone's day better, will you?
Night, y'all.